Hey everyone, today we're going to show you how to add your team's files to Windows Explorer. We get this question a lot. So a lot of people want to know, well, I used to have shared drives that would show up on my Windows Explorer. How do I get them now for my teams to show up the same way, right? So I'll show you, if we go down here, I have a shared network drive called Family Files. And this mimics a lot of what businesses have. They have shared drives on a physical server somewhere, and when we move them up to the cloud, it goes away. And a lot of people don't like not having, that directory attached to their Explorer. You see OneDrive over here, but when you click it, there's nothing there. It's simply because nothing has been set up yet. We haven't added the Teams folders to be synced. We haven't added anything, right? No emails, no nothing, nothing's set up. Well, in order to do this, it's actually pretty simple. Whether you're up on the Teams physical application or the Teams web app, it doesn't matter because as you can see, they both look identical. Everything that you see on the physical application, you will see on the web application and vice versa. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to select our team that we want to put over to sync. We're going to click Files because obviously that's where all of our files for our teams and our shared folders and shared teams information is at. And when you go up to the web portal, it's the same thing. Click Files, brings you up the same options. Now the magic trick is to click this Sync button. This Sync button essentially is going to synchronize files between the cloud and our physical PC. So we click Sync. It's going to say getting ready to sync. You just wait a bit. You will get a OneDrive prompt to pop up and you'll fill out your information. You're basically going to log in to OneDrive and synchronize this PC with your account. So you can see it popped up. It's already got my username in there. And I hit sign in. And then it's going to ask me for my password if I have never signed in before. So I'm going to enter in my password. Then I'm going to click sign in again. This is going to sign me in, and this is going to actually start the synchronization. So it tells you your OneDrive folder is ready. It tells you where it's located, and you can change the location if you want. And then you hit next. You get to know OneDrive, but I already know OneDrive, so I don't need to deal with that. And we close that, and we can actually now go down to our File Explorer. We're going to pop it open. As you can see, we're now syncing test in general, and that OneDrive folder is now gone. You see Nocturne Labs appear. We click it, and you can see now we have a folder. Well, you click that folder, and you have all of the files that we have in our Teams cloud is now available through the Windows Explorer. You go down here to our OneDrive application, and it will tell you the progress of syncing, uploading, downloading, etc. So 37 seconds ago, it synced all of my cloud files down to my PC. Now, there's one very important thing to note here is we want to go to our settings, and we want to make sure that we go to settings again. We want to make sure that Files on Demand is checked. Files on Demand saves a space and downloads files as you use them, which means that instead of downloading every file that you have on your shared drive on the cloud, it just kind of gives you a representation that these files are available. And if you double click them and you open them, it will download them only as you need them. So this actually helps you save a ton of space on your PC because otherwise, if we didn't have this option selected, it would download every single file on our cloud and put it on our PC, and that would just eat up all the space that we have. So instead, it downloads just options of them. So what we can do now is instead of copying and pasting a file to Teams, we can actually just copy and paste it or drag and drop it directly into that folder. You'll see it now in the folder. The status, that little swirly means that it's syncing. We go down to our OneDrive options, and you can see that it's actually uploading that exact file up to our cloud. Now, depending on your upload speed, it will take a little time, but once it's done uploading and you go to your Teams, whether it's the physical application or the web application, you will see that that file will get uploaded to your cloud. And again, this is what you want to do. This is by far the easiest way to transfer files between the cloud and your physical PC. So for every team that you have, you go to Files, you go to Sync, it will log you in, and then it will add a new folder for every team channel that you have and every file directory that you add to it. So this is by far the preferred method. It's the way that I do things. It's the way that I set my clients up and the way that I recommend others to set up their systems for very easy cloud storage, cloud sharing, and file movements. So let me know if anybody has any questions about this. Thanks.